unfold. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the Dog Pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dog Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Alert, 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 alert. 57 to Mike. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 57's the mic. Watch this.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to.
On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes. Nope. And this is caught for Browns. Touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. A toss play to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, Cincinnati. Come on, set.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
On the double.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That second down play nets a -4. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Leo. Keep gripping.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Alex Erickson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. These two teams all tied after 1. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Slam, slam, slam. Alert, 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 alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that regular. Check 99. Check 99.
To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mayfield. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bengals and Browns, this is one of our final few NFL 100 series games. And speaking of series, the 92nd meeting between these two teams. The Bengals holding the 50-41 all-time edge. Last year, the Browns won. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
Got it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the screen, Bernard. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now on first down.
36, 83.
Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's crashing.
A second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We got 4.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rolling to his right. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Again, it's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
King! General West!
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. And this...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Regular. 51's mine. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did. Showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership, it's the toughness, it's the moxie that he exhibits, and his teammates just feed off of it.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.